Which country eats the most guavas? India. Which country eats the most jackfruit? Bangladesh. Which country eats the most figs? Turkey. Which country eats the most raisins? Turkey. Which country eats the most cashews? India. Which country eats the most turmeric? India. Which country eats the most ginger? China. Which country eats the most cinnamon? Sri Lanka. Which country eats the most cardamom? Saudi Arabia. Which country eats the most dates? Saudi Arabia. Which country eats the most saffron? Iran. Which country eats the most lentil soup? Turkey. Which country eats the most sesame seeds? China. Which country eats the most green tea? China. Which country eats the most persimmons? South Korea. Which country eats the most chestnuts? China. Which country eats the most eel? Japan. Which country eats the most octopus? South Korea. Which country eats the most anchovies? Spain. Which country eats the most truffles? Italy.